My name's Clive Jones. I'm the winemaker at Nautilus Estate, and for us here at Nautilus it is vintage time. We start off with grapes for our sparkling wine, Nautilus Cuvée, Pinot Noir for table wine, other varieties such as Chardonnay and Pinot Gris. Of course, we're in Marlborough, so Sauvignon Blanc. We do a lot of sampling of the grapes. So it's walking up and down the grapevines, taking samples, checking for brix and sugar levels, but also checking for flavours. It's that flavour balance that makes the final decision as to when we say, call in the harvesters, it's time to pick. So vintage is a critical time for just making those right decisions. When are these grapes ready to go? Are they at their optimum ripeness? Should they stay another few days on the vine? So we keep one eye on the weather forecast, always on the lookout for a turn in the weather. But with Marlborough, we generally have it pretty good over harvest time. Some grapes we whole bunch press, the white grapes, they get loaded directly into the press. For the red grapes, they go over the sorting table, then they go through the destemmer. With Pinot we use a component of whole bunch. So we put some whole bunches in the bottom of the tank and then we fill it up with destemmed fruit. And that whole bunch component, that introduces another layer of complexity. It introduces stem tannin. With Pinot Noir, once the grapes are in the tank, we leave it for what we call a cold soak. Grapes that have only been in the tank initially for a day or two are quite light coloured, but then as they move through over 3, 4, 5 days, they get darker and darker. And then when we've extracted most of the colour, that's when we let them ferment. So during vintage, we get to get away from the office and the spreadsheets. We get to put our gumboots on, drive the forklifts, and get out there and get mucky. So we might be washing down the equipment, cleaning tanks, shoveling grapes off the floor, but it's all part of the fun. So as the vintage progresses, it's always interesting to reflect on previous vintages. Is it going to be up there with the great ones of the past? Is it going to be challenging? And if it's challenging, in what way? Is it going to be weather? Is it going to be crop level? Is it going to be everything's ripening at once? There's always something that happens during vintage that keeps you excited and keeps you interested. It's very satisfying at the end of the day. It's nice to sit back and relax, have a drink with your mates and reflect on getting another parcel of precious grapes safely tucked up away in the winery. Every vintage is the best vintage ever. We're known for saying that as winemakers. This vintage is the best vintage ever.